Hey guys, today I'm giving you a tour of Azone, one of the biggest doll shops in Japan. I will leave the address in the description box below for this Akihabara store. I was not allowed to film the merchandise, but I was allowed to film all the amazing dolls in the displays. So let's take a look around. First, I want to mention how adorable these dolls look. There are a few specific designs that they have, from pull-ups to anime to realistic. I personally love the anime type dolls, and within these types they also had different sizes and of course different looks. Before going to Azone, I was so ready to buy myself a doll or maybe two, but that is not the case because as soon as you walk into Azone, it is a build your own doll kind of place. So most of the dolls you see in display are ones that you have to make yourself. The fun thing about this place is that they sold everything to make your doll unique to you, such as eye stickers, mouths, clothes, different skin tones, and so on. Now the slight downside is that one of these dolls with just one outfit will cost you about $120 at least. The clothes for these cuties are so adorable, but they cost almost as much as human-sized clothing items. So if you're looking for pants, they can start at $15 and up. A cute hoodie, $30 and up. When I was there, I saw a girl and her friend fill up their baskets. The value of what they had put inside was no less than $800. Of course, they also have pre-made dolls at Azone, but they're pretty limited in their looks. However, if you do go to Japan and you do decide to go to Azone, why not spoil yourself? I am not endorsed or I am not sponsored in any way, but if you love these cuties, why not have fun? So if you want to customize them, you have seriously everything there to make them unique. Of course, not all the pieces were expensive. For example, the eyes, a set of 8, were about $6. A set of different hand gestures were about $7 for 4 pairs. The most expensive pieces were the doll body and the clothes. Of course, let's not mention the purses and cute accessories because those are expensive only because they're tiny. That's the only reason they might seem just slightly expensive, is because they're quite tiny. I have to admit, I really wanted to get one of these dolls, but they were a bit too big for my toy collection. I use mainly 5.5 to 6.5 inch tall toys for my toy photography, but I am tempted to get one nonetheless because look how adorable they are. So I think next time I go, I will definitely put a budget aside just for one of them. They also sell beds and furniture over there, but since we're crafters, I didn't really bother checking the prices on those. And they also had rements for about $40 a box. So if you're interested in that, you can check it out, or of course you can make your own. There are great channels out there that show you how to make your own doll furniture and doll environments. So they're still cute, but why not make your own? I almost forgot to mention that they have wigs. The wigs were actually decently priced and started from about $15. The wigs that you get can be very long and you can actually give them your own kind of haircut. Of course, they did have pre-made cuts, but if you wanted kind of a more easygoing flow of hair and you wanted to give your doll your own haircut, they do have that option as well, and they came in so many different colors and qualities, of course. And they did have curly wigs and straight and short and bobs and everything in between. I think that's enough of me talking. I will let you guys sit back and enjoy the cuteness that is in Azone. I will show you something a little later on about the bigger dolls and the different types. But for now, sit back and enjoy. as I mentioned, the dolls you're looking at right now are actually really big. They vary from about 1 foot tall to about 1.5 foot tall each. You can see me putting my hand close by to one of them just for scale. Of course, they had so many different doll types there, but the ones that were mostly in the display featured were the anime type cuties. I hope you enjoyed this tour. If you're interested, I'll leave all the information in the description box below for when you visit Japan. Of course, I was there for about an hour getting this footage, and you will probably find yourself browsing for a lot longer, especially if you're going to be shopping. So make sure you budget quite a bit of time in addition to money. So my idea to work with air dry clay was a complete fail. I mean, complete fail. I've been at it for 2 hours and I have nothing to show for it. So it just kept crumbling. It wasn't giving me the shape I wanted. And even when I was wetting it, so it's not the clay the issue, it's just